How the hell did you manage that?
In all honesty, I have no idea. Good morning, everyone. We're back in the shop today. I'm bringing back Dooreen for the episode. So this episode, I'm going to try and basically get the dent out of Dooreen. And then it's a matter of using some of the chemical choices I have to take the paint off. The reason that I'm doing this first before I carry on with the trade-up stuff is that's a brand new alloy. I could probably flip that now for like, I'd say maybe 100 quid. 19 inch, never been on a car. I'd get it for 100 because yeah, it's one of them. But like I said, I plan on turning that into a table, and to do that, I'm going to need to practice on something that's not so good. So this episode, like I say, I'm just going to get Dooreen now. I'm going to give her a bit of a clean up. I'm going to pull the dent out using some of the tools and bits and ideas that I've got, and hopefully it'll resemble some kind of door. Give her a clean up. Then I'm going to trim it down, because although it's a door, I kind of want to learn more about paint, and I kind of want to learn more about techniques and things like that. And to do that, I'm going to need space. And carting around a door everywhere rather than just a panel, it's going to be a bit difficult. So I'm going to get the saws all out, take Dooreen apart, give her a clean up, and we'll go from there. So bear with me. Hope you enjoy the episode. And yeah, here we go. So before I even started filming, I thought I'd just give it a bit of a test to see how much of the dent I can remove quickly. So I basically picked up the door, give it a kick, and it popped out. So although there is plenty of more dents, and I'm 90% sure that's not 100%. So what I'm going to do now is actually start filming, because I missed probably the best bit, and we'll go from there. Okay, so it's not started so great. I just turned on the tap for the outside hose pipe, and the handle exploded. I'm guessing it's been frozen through the winter we've had. And yeah, it's completely done it. So we found an old hose head. I've got my bucket with some water, my stand ready to film, and we're going to get Dooreen cleaned up. Let's see what we've got. So, it's cleaned-ish, as good as it's going to get. Clearly here's where the door mostly dragged, and then we have a few scratches everywhere else, but it's not actually as bad as it was originally looking. So I don't think this is going to be too bad a repair. Yeah, it's not going to be smooth, yeah, it's not going to look great, but we're learning. So I'm just going to go get a hot water full of kettle and try and pull out some of these dents. See how that goes. Okay, so I'm supposed to move fast with this. So that didn't work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down a bit further and see if we can pull one of these out. Honestly, I can't tell if it's doing anything or not. I know. There we go. We have a dent that is repairable. So here is our new dent. Let's see if this works now. Here we go. Moment of truth. Not gonna lie, these don't work. So I'm sad to report that was a waste of time. Also now I have another dent in my door because my smart ass decided kicking it was gonna fix the problem. So yeah, I just created myself a bit more work, but needless to say, the little suction plunger thing, pull technique, doesn't work. Well, that doesn't anyway. It probably does with a proper one, but I mean, Amazon's cheap, find, fun, suction thing, not gonna work. Anyway, back to the drawing board. So, see if these get them out. I think. I think next part of call is chopping it up and hoping for the best. So we'll go with that next. Okay, so obviously the pulling out of the dents didn't work. It might work better if it was attached to something rather than just me holding it. But as of now, it's looking like a bit of a lost cause. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna get the Sawzall out, get the metal cutter on it, and trim it down, maybe? I think that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes anyway. So the metal cutter is loaded up on the Sawzall. I'm just gonna grab that, get it all plugged in, and we're good to go. So this is the first time using the metal cutter on the Sawzall. There's a lot less blade. Apparently this is how it should be done. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll take it from the other side. We have a slight bent blade now, but it cuts. Let's bit off nearly. First part off. Now we've got to try and get through the rest of it. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But I'll be back, hopefully, when it's done. Oh, this is tiring work. And that's all I've cut out. I've got all this bit to go. Fun times. Sweaty mess. So I'm not usually one to give up when the going gets tough. However, I'm really regretting buying a door and not just buying a panel. Because the bolts that are in here still, the electrics, I can't fucking shift it. It's hard work. Anyway, I'll show you what I've done so far. As you can see, the top of the door has been removed. I did start cutting this bit out. However, it gets to certain points and it won't shift because there's bits in the way. Here is obviously where the lock system is. Yeah, it's just turned into hard work. But we'll give it a go. The only downside is, although this thing is great, the moment it slips out and causes a bit of a bang, we bend the blade. So we'll keep going, see what comes out, and then I'll be on to the next bit and I'll update you then. We have cut a little bit more. here, brackets and stuff. But then my blade picking up. Yeah, the blade snapped. And I'm not going to use my other one because I have some metal projects that I really should keep that for. So this is pretty much where it's going to have to go. Yeah, it's not great, but it's Dooreen. It's kind of just turned into some kind of monster. But anyway, we carry on. I'm going to flip her over and then I'm going to try out the next bit. Okay, so here, the next part is to test out some of the chemicals I have to remove paint. So I've split it into 3. So because the handle can't be moved, or I can't get it off, it could be moved if I was a professional, but I'm not, so it's staying there. I'm gonna leave this part here as a bit of a tribute to everything good old Doreen's been through. The next 2 parts are basically gonna be paint stripped, taken back to bare metal, repaired, and then either primed, sprayed, or some other kind of technique that I have in mind. But we will see how this goes. The chemicals that I'm going to be using, it's a cheap paint stripper and varnish remover. Whether or not that's going to work, I don't know. And then I splashed out a tiny bit and got myself some of this stuff. So I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to go for it. So everything I'm reading is saying that I need to scuff up the areas first. So we have this. I've heard that using this kind of brush can cause oxidization on the metal, but we're learning and I don't have a brass brush. So we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. Yeah. It's a little bit of a scuffing, but yeah, I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, so as I'm not in the most ventilated of areas, we have the respirator, gloves, and eye protection. Safety first. So I'm going to start off probably with the spray and then switch to the paint on stuff, but I'll get it on video for you guys anyway. We'll go from there. So yeah, we're going to start off with the paint thinners and see how it goes. I honestly don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see. Right. So that's the first part done. Now we're going to try the spray. To be fair, it doesn't look like it's doing a thing. But we'll see when it comes to scraping it off. Not gonna lie, from the outlooks, this stuff looks like it's already reacting. So we'll give it a few minutes and see how we go.
Surprisingly, it's not that fumey. I've either bought dead stuff that don't work, or yeah. But anyway, I'll flip you around, let you have a look at both sides. I clearly think the spray is going to be the winner on this one. It seems to be the one that's only reacting. The other bits of stuff, yeah, it doesn't seem to be working very well. I probably should have got like aircraft grade stuff, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll flip you around, let you have a look. So as you can see from this mess, it doesn't actually seem to have done anything other than cover my door in this white gloop. However, on the other hand, this looks like it's actually already raising some of the paint up. So there is a good chance that the spray is going to be the way forward for paint removal. Because that already, I mean, like I say, it looks like it's already peeling off. Whereas that stuff looks like goo. Yeah. Anyway, so the spray seems to be winning on this one. Easy to apply, easier to do. Spray, hands down. Gonna give that one 5 out of 10. No, better than 5 out of 10. However, we have got some splash from the spray, which will probably remove some of Doreen's lovely scraps. Okay, so we're back. It's been 15 minutes when apparently this is supposed to go off. That's supposed to be an hour. So I think I may have bought the wrong stuff. However, it's just started raining. So what I'm going to do is a wipe test. So I'm going to wipe down the line and see which one comes off. And the answer is neither. I should probably get some sort of scraper to get that off. But after wiping it, it's not doing the best. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So I've just wiped all that off and it's barely done anything. It's probably taken like the shine off of the door. But yeah, nothing at all. So it may be back to the drawing board on this one. Okay. So as you can see, it's all been wiped off. And it's not going anywhere. I had high hopes for this one. I mean, it has done something, but again, nothing major. And even with this one, it's not really done anything. These were from previously when the door came off, so we'll have to just carry on and see how it goes. One of the main problems was it said be liberal with it, and I felt I was, but probably not enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do both of them, but I'm going to use a spray this time for both. And fingers crossed, it'll do some damage. Okay, so I tried a bit of a different approach. I've just attacked it with a sander to give it a bit more, grain. 60 grit, get it all over. Now I'm going to do the spray, and hopefully this time it'll work. One last ditch attempt. Just set my timer for 15 minutes. Apparently this should activate within 15 minutes and bubble up and do everything it needs to do. I'm hoping so. Now, I've done with the sander. If not, it is literally just going to be me, sandpaper, and I'm going to have to just clear it by hand, which I don't really want to do, but what can you do? Anyway, so we've got it on. It's kind of activating. I've got to give it 15 minutes, and we'll go through that. So I left a little bit longer, so it's been 20 minutes now. It said 15 on the thing, but I'm just hoping. So we'll give it a little bit of a wipe and see what happens. Yeah, not much. So I guess I'm gonna be sanding it. So all it seems to have done is just dull the paint. Don't know if I'm using it wrong or what. I got a scraper on it. It did nothing. Frustrated is how I'm feeling right now, but it just means I'm gonna have to sand it. I'm not gonna sit here and film me sanding it all, but once it's done, I will show you where we're at. Been sat here with this, with a bit of water, trying to sand this down, and it is taking absolutely forever. Annoyed is probably a bit of an understatement right now. I wish I had something a bit quicker to do it with. The temptation to pull out the angle grinder and just scrape it all up and then sort it is there, but at the moment I'm trying this, but I'm ready to put this to bed for now, and come back when I've got a better idea of how I can take the paint off. So bear with me, and we'll see what I do next. Okay, so I'm sat here very frustrated right now. As you can see, we've made a start with the sander. It's just not doing it. I guess it's just not doing it fast enough for me. There has to be a faster way. So I'm currently using this, which it works okay, and it is removing it, but the sandpaper is getting so clogged up. I'm having to use water on top of it as well to keep it going. it's just going really, really bad and like not working how I want it to work. So I'm gonna call it for this video. I'm probably gonna have a play around with different ideas to see if I can get this done off camera, sorted, be it borrowing someone's sandblaster or some way to remove this paint that's easier than the methods that I've just tried in this video. I'm sorry it wasn't very successful, but yeah, I'm all ready to like just throw this thing in the bin, start again. But I mean, I started now, I might as well carry on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Really appreciate it. Sorry that I didn't manage to get this finished. If you have any ideas of what I can do next to get this, to like take the paint off easier, that's not gonna take me like 4 or 5 hours, please let me know. But yeah, I thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.
I'll start in a minute. Slot drop.